Hi, this is Jim from mywaterearth.com. Today we're going to talk about cleaning your Berkey Black Filters. At the beginning of all this, when we first got the filter, we had an efficiency rating using this TDS Total Dissolved Solids meter. The efficiency was very high. These guys will run 97, 98, 99%. I think the initial reading I had was 150 to 200 parts per million in the supply water, and then the efficiency rating was 5 to 7. It was high in the 90s for efficiency. So the best way to check in this, of course, is if your flow rate starts to slow down, you'll need to clean the filters. They have tiny pores, some oils or whatever tiny stuff particles will get involved with the filter and clog up the pore. The second way of doing it is to use the TDS meter, and the TDS meter you'll see the efficiency start to slip. Once that happens, then every couple weeks that's gonna be the case. You want to take them out and clean the filters out, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. The Berkey filters come inside the can and they come out as easy as they went in. You can see the canisters come apart and the Berkey filters are inside, the black one's in there. The best way of doing this is take each one out individually. Just unscrew them. The white ones will come out first. And they're in the second canister. And they'll unscrew. Like that. And then the wing nut will come out here. And what we're going to do is we're going to clean them with cold water. You never want to use hot water in these things. They require cold water. The filters look like this. You won't see that much. It's a little bit of, you can feel a little bit of abrasion that's inside the water. I know living down the shore, we'd actually get little sand particles that actually were involved on the filter. So anyways, you're going to take your filter and you're going to run it under the tap. Before you do, the best way to clean these is to use a scouring pad. Always use a new one. You can see I'm going to use one just for the filter. You don't want to use one you've been cleaning the pots and pans with, the spaghetti pans and pots where there's oils and grease involved with it, because what you're going to do, you'll end up putting it inside or on the outside of the meter or the filter. So take your scouring pad and just scour it off just like that. You don't have to kill it. Again, it's not rocket science. Just take it and then wipe it down. And you're going to rinse it off real good. And you can feel the difference. There's actually less roughness on the outside. And that should be good enough. And then what we're going to do is we're going to flush it out from the inside. Okay, so now we have the filter and we're ready to flush the inside. After you rinse the outside, a good way of doing this is take your wing nut, put it on backwards. Take your rubber washer that came, the primer washer that came with it. Always keep these around, they're handy. Slide that over the top. You want to move this down so this will fit under your faucet, just like this. Now we're going to flush the inside out. Turn the volume down on the sink. push it together, you'll start to see the water come out from the inside, just like you were priming it from the beginning. There it is. So what you're doing is you're flushing it from the inside out. This is going to improve the efficiency of the filter, and it'll last for a while. And that's it. Okay, now we got the other filter out. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to use, again, always use cold water. We're going to take a little bit of Dawn dishwashing liquid, and we're going to scrub the black filter like this. Rinse this off good, otherwise you'll be tasting Dawn dishwashing liquid. Okay, now we're going to turn the volume down, put the wing nut on. I turn these all upside down so you have a flat surface to use the priming washer. You want to keep this flush to the top, just like that. And then you can get your fingers under there and put some pressure on so you can flush the inside out. And we'll turn it down a little bit. Just like that. You'll see the water start to come out, and it'll be flushing the filter from the inside out, cleaning those pores even more so you get a higher rate, higher efficiency. And there is a good flush. And that's the second one. Now that we got the filters clean and flushed from the inside and out, we'll clean the vessel. Same thing, but I would recommend that we use the sponge side. There's no reason to use the grit side of the scouring pad. Just taking some little bit of Dawn dishwashing liquid again. Just give it a once over. It's all clean. And we'll rinse it out. You could do the same thing with the lower part, the lower vessel. It's good. Now the lower part. Once we got the vessel's cleaned, upper, bottom chamber, what we'll do is we'll reassemble everything and put it back to use. Make sure your washers are on the inside and that you tighten everything up, but you don't want to over tighten everything. Just like this. And the flat side is up against the canister. Reassemble both filters. And you should be ready to go. So we seen the efficiency was starting to slip on the filters after 3 or 4 weeks. So we took the filters out. We cleaned them with Dawn dishwashing liquid. which has an antibacteriostat in it, and it cuts grease and oils, which definitely can get onto your filters on the outside and clog the pores. We flushed everything out and rinsed it good from the inside and out after we scoured it using one of these sponge and scouring pads. We rinsed everything and then we reassembled it, tightening all the wing nuts, and we made sure we didn't over tighten anything. You can test it again. The efficiency is going to go up. If it doesn't, then you're going to see that maybe it's time to get a new filter. But that's not going to happen. I think these filters last for about a year or 6,000 gallons. That's a family of 3, family of 4. It'll last for about a year. If that's the case, then you'll have to swap it out. But until then, for a year, every couple of weeks, take them out, clean them off, and keep your TDS meter in your kitchen drawer here, and you can actually test what's coming in and test what's coming out of your filter. It'll give you a great indication without waiting for the water to process and trying to time it. Again, it's not rocket science. The filters have small pores, micro pores, and they clog up. And that's a good thing because that's what you want them to do. You want them to clog up. That means the efficiency rating is good and they're cleaning your water the way you want it cleaned. And that'll be it. They'll be good to go for another couple of weeks until you decide to do it again. This is Jim, and I'll see you down the road.